Hi, everyone. Hello and welcome. Happy Sunday, everybody. This is Crazy Kalyn Vlogs, and this is my secondary channel. I do have a main channel called Crazy Days of Kalyn, where I haul from the Dollar Tree on Saturdays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. And then, because of the great connections that I made on my main channel, I decided to have a second channel just for downtime with you guys. I like to jump on here and have a coffee with Kalyn chats. That's what I call them when I was drinking coffee. And a wonderful friend of mine helped me name my coffee with Kalyn days. So I still call it that, but I have no coffee today. And I haven't had coffee for like a good 6 months. So we're just going to chat today, but also on this channel, I just like to connect with you guys like friends sitting at a kitchen table together, just hanging out. It's a channel to get to know me more deeply and for me to just share more of myself with you so that we can make deeper friendships and connections from our initial interaction over on my main channel. And then I also like to haul things for you guys outside of the Dollar Tree when I find cool things to share, and also when I go places and I want to pop a video on of the things that I like to do in my everyday life and share my area with you. So that is primarily what this channel is about. And for those of you that are here with me, I know, hold on one second. I think my camera may be dying, but I just fixed it. Now, for those of you that are over here from my main channel, we already have such great bonds and friendships. And so this is just kind of a video on Sunday afternoon to just update you guys. As many of you know, I'm going in for my first ever procedure tomorrow. And you guys have been just absolutely so wonderful to keep me upbeat, positive, and feeling really, really, really strong and ready for this. And so, for the last month of preparation coming to tomorrow, actually having the procedure done, I just thought I would hop on and make a moment with you guys to know that I am doing okay. I am feeling confident about tomorrow. I am not going to fib to you and tell you that I don't have any anxiety at all, because I certainly, certainly do. It's getting more heightened as the day is very quickly moving forward. And I know that I have to wake up tomorrow, spend a portion of the day keeping myself occupied in a relaxing way so that on around 1 o'clock, I have to be at the hospital and meet my whole entire team. I'm going to have my gynecologist doing the procedure. I'm going to have two anesthesiologists. They said three nurses will be in there with me as well. And I will get to meet all of them. They are going to go over everything with me. They have been so completely wonderful and thorough with every single bit of every step. I've had two pre-op appointments with my gynecologist prior, where she has been very in depth with me. It has been totally there for me mentally, and I'm so thankful for her. She's also been very engaged with how all the things that are going on outside of just this circumstance to which needs to be taken care of, female wise. And that's what the operation is for. It is just a day surgery. But she knows that I'm so scared because I've never had anything like this done before. And I've never had anesthesia before. So she said it's completely normal, my reaction and my fear of the unknown. So she has been so fantastic. She's even called me after hours, um, even when she's not working, just to check on me, just out of just normal human concern for me and how I am processing this. And so she has just been absolutely wonderful. I've actually spoken with the OR coordinator 3 times. They have been so wonderful as well. And they have been really, really good to me with advice and tips and everything like that preparing for this day. And I really appreciate all of their efforts. Now, when you think about my area that I live in Massachusetts. I'm very close to Salem, Massachusetts, and it's a hustling and bustling city that I live in and the surrounding towns around me. And the hospital is a big hospital. And there's a lot of people that they serve, and there's a lot of people that they are taken care of, and they have spent an enormous amount of time not rushing me, but having full-blown helpful conversations with me over my whole medical history, any concern that I may have. And they have been so very adamant that I need to advocate for myself, let them know how I'm thinking and feeling so that they can help me with whatever advice that they can offer me. And I spoke with the OR coordinator the last time, I believe it was on Thursday, and she gave me some really incredible tips that I just thought it was just such an amazing thing for her to have in her background, to be that empathetic of a person, compassionate. She's just wonderful at her job. And so she talked to me a lot about my like mental health and stuff like that. And we have already gone upside down, upside one side and downside the other of my whole entire medical history from beginning to now, through my whole entire life. And they've gotten all of my medical records and they know all the depths of me, in my body. But she wanted to get into my mind because she knows that I have clinical anxiety. And so she said to me, I really want you to be in the best place possible for Monday afternoon. I think that you're going to feel a great deal of relief once you meet all of us in person and you see what a brilliant, compassionate team everybody is that is going to be working together. I'm going to be there for about 5 to 6 hours, she said, be from start to finish, as long as everything just goes according to planned and what they're going in there for. I am having an operation on my uterus. And so, they're gonna have to take some things out, and there's gonna be tests run on it and everything. And I'm also very anxious about that as well. But I'm very, very leaning on my faith and my positivity to just get me through this whole entire process, even the aftermath of test results and everything like that, and hope that life will just be easier after this is all over, and then we can just get over this last hurdle. But anyhow, she did say to me on Thursday that she wanted to just simply talk to me about my mental health and then to maybe give me some tips and tricks that she could offer me, because she said, I know that you feel like you're, you know, oh, you just way overthinking things because everybody else seems to think that this is going to be okay and you're going to be fine and you shouldn't be that fearful of it. But she said, I really honestly want you to know that you are more the norm than a person that has no anxiety over any way, shape, or form. She said, you're more the norm of who we see. And she said, a lot of people come in here with a lot of apprehension and fear and anxiety and stuff like that, even having had multiple procedures and operations of any different kind. And she said it is a big deal, because I kept saying how a lot of people don't think that this is a big deal. And she's like, it is a big deal. It's a big deal to all of us here that are going to be taking care of you and stuff like that. And it's a big deal to you. It's your body and it's the unknown for you, she said. And so I really want to help you as much as I can with that. And I really just hearing her voice and how sincere she was about everything, it was just such a gift on that day. And that's really helped me get through the last 3 days, is thinking about all the advice that she gave me and how important she did make me realize that this situation was for me to handle it and get through it as best as I can, mind, body, and soul. So she told me some things that I wouldn't have thought of otherwise. So I'm hoping that if anybody here with me is going in for any kind of procedure whatsoever, and you've never heard this bit of advice from anybody, I thought it was really fantastic. So she said to me, I really think that to change your mindset, because a lot of my mindset is just completely fear based from the unknown. And, not knowing what this experience is going to be like, not knowing what it's going to feel like to be forcefully put to sleep without you actually like wanting to go to sleep on your own. It's very odd, and it's a scary concept to me. So she said, and I have a lot of fear of like, what if anything ever happened and I wasn't to wake up or something like that. And she said that, my thought process was very normal, when it comes to like the mass quantity of people that they help every single day. The fear is definitely there for most people. And so she said, I want you to try to retrain your mindset, especially on Sunday. She is like, I want you to nest in your house. And I was like, well, what do you mean by that? And she said, on Sunday, she's like, I want you to be in your home, in your happy and comfy place. She said, and I want you to make your bed with fresh, clean, beautiful bedding that makes you feel warm and cozy and safe and content, and know that you're going to be coming home to a place where you're going to rest, recuperate, be taken care of, and you're going to know that you're coming home to that. She said, and then I want you to lay out your favorite pair of pajamas, something that makes you feel like you just want to just wrap yourself in them. You feel warm, you feel welcomed when you put them on. She said, lay out your favorite pajamas that make you feel the best you feel, to have a nice, restful, sleeping, just peaceful time. She said, and make sure you have everything around you that you could possibly want, whether you read books or if you want to set up like a playlist on your TV, if you have favorite shows and stuff like that, that you want to come home and be able to watch, and just know that you're going to be able to rest. People are going to be there taking care of you. People are going to be there watching over you and helping you heal and recover and recuperate. She said, put a playlist together and know that you're coming home to watch those shows or watch those, or read those books that you have laid out all around you in your room, where you're going to just be having a week to just completely be calm, relaxed, and take care of you for a while. And she said also, she said for somebody that, because we did talk a little bit about having PTSD, she asked me directly, do you have PTSD? And I have been, actually, like, I've been told that many years ago I do have PTSD, and I've worked through a lot of those things that came with that prognosis, that I do have post-traumatic stress, from things that have happened in my life that have been very traumatic. And so she said, very common, for the way that you are thinking and feeling. And, somebody with PTSD a lot of times needs to have control as much as they can over their environment, because the things that they have been hurt by, they had no control over. So we see that a lot. And she said, and again, that's a lot of norm that we see and that we try to help through the process of going through any type of medical procedure. She said, the fear of the unknown is huge for somebody with PTSD. She's like, and we recognize that and totally are compassionate about that. She said, and what helps is somebody that has the need to control their environment. She said, if you have like, things that need to be done while you need to recuperate and rest, she said, spend Sunday afternoon making a list of all the things that you would normally be dealing with, tending to, taking care of, and stuff like that. She said, and delegate responsibility, and know that the people that love you, that are going to be watching over you, caring for you, making sure you're recovering, are well aware of their responsibility of what they need to do to pick up what you can't do at the time. And just know that your mind can be at ease, and the things that you're responsible for, that you take control over, are going to be taken care of, by the people that love you. So that was a really good idea, because I am somebody that my mind is always going. It's always going. I always have a bajillion to-do lists. Like, I wake up in the morning and I want things taken care of. Like, that's just always been me since I've been little. I'm a go-getter. I want things to be done. I need things to be done. It makes me feel content. It makes me feel at ease. And there's a lot to do every single day. So it piling up to me only gives me more and more stress. So I didn't think about that before, and that is a really good idea. So she said make honey-do lists for whoever is going to be around, watching over you, caring for you. and being in your space to help you recover so that you know that the things that are important to you to get done are going to get done. So she was just so helpful. And I have to say that none of these people, not even my doctor, Dr. Baker, my gynecologist that has been my doctor since I have been like 23 years old, um, and that knows me literally out from the inside out. She has just not rushed me through any conversation. She has been so fantastic. She's said to me, I'm just concerned about you. And she's called me, like I said, after hours, after work day was completely over. I was so nervous when she called my phone at 6:30 at night the first time because I thought, whoa, I just had my pre-op appointment with her earlier today. Why is she calling me at 6:30 at night? And she called me at 6:30 at night on just a personal call because she was just concerned about me and my reaction for my stress and stuff like that and my fear that she knew I so deeply felt. And she said, I want you to talk to me. She's like, no time limit. She's like, I want you to talk to me. I want you to ask me every question you have. She's like, and after I answer it, if you need to ask me that question 20 more times between now and the day, and all the way up until the point where you go to take a rest, she said, you can ask me that question time and time again. She's like, you can call the office even during work hours, put in a message for me. As soon as I get a free moment, I will call you back. I will answer anything and everything that you need to know time and time again, as long as it's helping you process things. She has just been so phenomenal, and I am so grateful for my doctor. And she is a busy lady because she is literally one of the most popular gynecologists in my area in Massachusetts. And so she is booked up like nobody's biz. I actually told her, Dr. Baker, if there is a chance that you are in an emergency, like delivery or something like that, and you could possibly not be there for the operation to do it yourself, I am not going through with it. And she said, absolutely not. She said, I will be the operating doctor. There will not be any stand-ins for me. She's like, it will absolutely not happen. I've never done that to anybody. If it's an operation appointment, I have other doctors that back me up for delivery reasons and all kinds of stuff like that. She said, I absolutely will be the one that will be there that day. I will meet you in the, prior to even being in the OR room. We'll spend time together then. You're going to meet the anesthesiologist. They're going to talk to you until they're blue in the face. They're going to ask you every question you could ever imagine that I've already asked you, plus more. And you're going to know the whole entire thing from beginning to end. And you're going to feel so confident in this that you are going to probably feel better than you've felt in the last month leading up to this day once, you get everybody around you. And just they're going to completely take care of you, I promise you, as well as myself. So I have really just held on so strong to what everybody has said to me, including you guys that have been so positive, so loving, so caring. You guys have checked on me. You guys have sent so many wonderful messages through all kinds of different message boards to share, your healing thoughts with me, your prayers for me to feel better, your positive energy, just telling me how, you think that after this is over, I'm going to feel better than I've ever felt. And your positive and love and sincerity and everything that you've said, I just really appreciate and I'm grateful for. And so I know a lot of you have been nervous, thinking about how nervous I have been about this procedure. So I definitely just wanted to have a few moments with you guys to connect really fast and to let you know that it's Sunday in the evening at this point, and I did spend the whole weekend kind of just like doing things that make me happy and being outdoors a lot and being active to keep my mind occupied with my family. And I've gotten a really good night's rest a couple of nights and stuff. And, tomorrow is going to come really fast. And I definitely still feel my fear and anxiety, but I am handling it a lot better than I ever thought I could, as a person. I'm just naturally a very worrying type of person, a concerned person. I have, a lot of fears that run through my head every day for a million reasons. But with all the obstacles that come into my everyday life and all the things that I have to juggle on a normal and regular basis, and plus knowing this for the last month as it has been coming to me, I have really, 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 really held firmly, even more diligently about my faith. And just I've spent a lot of my days just talking to the people above and praying and having full-blown conversations. I look like I'm talking to myself literally the whole day, even when I'm driving in the car, because I'm usually praying or talking to everybody up in the sky. And I've really, really, I've dug in deep to my faith, and it really has helped me get through this whole month. Now we're here, and tomorrow I will be there. And they said I will go into the OR at around 3 o'clock. And then they said it was going to be 5 or 6 hours. The only thing that I feel fearful of that I can't handle too well, and I'm still trying to figure out for tomorrow, is that because initially I had thought to myself, like, I was training myself to think that when I wake up, my husband's going to be there, my mom is going to be there, right above me in the recovery room. And because of numbers rising for that big C word, the hospital is not allowing anybody to stay in the hospital in waiting rooms or anything else. Nobody can linger. So I can have one person walk me in, and then they have to leave. So I'm just going to be me and people that are taking care of me. Um, they're the ones that are going to be there with me through, start to finish in the recovery room and everything else, my nurses, my doctor, and what have you, for the whole duration of time. And then after I'm done with the recovery portion of it and they feel confident enough to call somebody to let them know that they can come and pick me up, then that person can come back and get me and then take me home. But I can't have my mom and my husband in there with me. And my son wanted to come too initially, but I had told him weeks ago, I just want you to go to work. I want you to just have a normal day. And then later at night, I will be home in bed, and and then you can lay down with me or something like that. But he has, a little anxiety too. So I don't want him to spend the whole day waiting and watching times and everything like that. It's better for him to just stay busy at work. And, it will make his day fly by. And then hopefully, I'll only be home just a couple of hours after he gets home from work. And so, he'll have a day of just doing his normal routine. So my mom and Richie are gonna be there. Richie's gonna walk me in, and then my mom and him are going to most likely stay in the parking lot. And there's some other, stuff to do around the area as well, like little restaurants and, little places that they can pop in and out of until they get the phone call to say, that I'm ready to be discharged. So I am in hopes that it is going to go smooth and quick, and that nothing is going to come up out of the norm. Because she did say times can fluctuate depending on what happens once we're in there and we can actually see more things. But I'm hoping that they're going in after what they've already seen, which is the plan. and then I will be done and over with. I will recover and be well enough to go home within that 5 or 6 hour time span. And then I am going to be home recuperating for the whole week and resting as long as I need to, whether it's a week or even into next week, whatever it may be. And that this is going to be past us and that nothing is going to come back on any further testing. And then I'm going to get an all clear, and then we're going to resume life and just do normal stuff. And I feel like I feel like, this isn't like the hugest thing in the world. So many people are going through so much more. And I'm very like aware of that. And I thank my lucky stars that, it's not like, something that is even more something that would make me like crumble into just absolute chaos. Uh, But I do feel like these last 4 months since breaking my foot all the way up to this thing has been so much on me mentally that I feel like after this is over, I really want to start like living as much as possible, like going out, socializing, and doing things that I haven't done in a really long time on a consistent basis, and having more time to just enjoy every day instead of so much responsibility and then just a little bit of play. I want to have more fun and experience more things like I used to when I was more energetic before the pandemic hit. I was more like a little tornado that just never stopped, was always out doing a million things. And then the pandemic happened and it kind of just stopped us all in our tracks. And then from that point on, I've become a very much a homebody and a very secluded type of person. That's why this outlet is really just such a blessing and a gift to me, because I've met and found so many wonderful people that I otherwise would have never connected with if I didn't have this journey here on YouTube with everyone. And this is like my socialization piece with my friends and my family and my village and stuff. And I really, really love it. But I need to get out more and I need to see more people. I need to do more things. I need to have a little bit more of, a variety of ways to socialize in person and see people and experience different stuff, and maybe plan some vacations that we haven't been on in years since that pandemic hit. So, it does give you a little bit of a moment of pause, and then you think back on things and stuff like that and what you'd like to change. So, for that, I feel like it's given me a little bit of, foresight of what I want life to be like in this new chapter of my life, and to change just a few things up a little bit. So, that's what I'm going to do. And I hope that everything goes well enough so that we can start making little changes a little bit at a time. But for now, I will always, if I can help it, be here with you guys. And I thank you so much for being here with me too. And thank you for sitting here with me for almost 28 minutes and just having a quick Sunday chat with me. I hope all of you are doing exceptionally well and everybody's feeling well and taking good care of themselves, and remembering that you're number one too, as well as everybody else that you love and take care of, and all of your responsibilities. I feel like there's just number one spots everywhere. Like nothing's in the number two spot. Like my family's number one, my responsibilities are number one, my connections with you guys are number one to me in my heart. Everybody has the number one spot, but I always have to remember that I'm number one too, and I have to do the best I can for me too. So I want to live a long, happy, healthy life so that I can be here and hang out with everybody that I love more than anything for a bajillion years. I've always said I want to live until I'm 108, and I hope and pray that I get to do that. So that is all. I love you guys, and thank you for everything that you do for me and my family. I genuinely mean that, because you give us so much more than I could ever, ever um, make you realize, and I'm just so appreciative for it. So I love you, and I will see you tomorrow on Crazy Days of Kalyn for a happy Monday Dollar Tree haul. Happy Wednesday Dollar Tree haul is already pre-recorded too. So as soon as I'm up and I'm well enough, because they did say I'm going to want to sleep a lot the first 2 days after it's over. So as soon as I'm up, I'm alert enough and I'm moving around a little bit and I'm coherent and I'm feeling a little stronger, I will message you guys back and get into the chats on those Dollar Tree videos tomorrow and Wednesday. So hopefully I will start answering everybody. But if you just see a heart and a like, that means I'm at least reading it, and maybe I just don't have the stamina enough yet for typing reasons. So I will acknowledge everybody's messages as soon as possible, and I will put up a community tab post over on Crazy Days of Kalyn as well to let you guys know how I'm doing as soon as possible. So that's it. I love you, and I will see you guys soon and be back with you very, very quickly. Love you all so much. Happy Sunday, guys. Bye, everyone.